Hi guys, so I asked you guys on Twitter if you wanted a more neutral look or a more dramatic look. It was sort of mostly neutral, but some of you wanted dramatic also. So I thought I would use neutral colours but sort of make it a more dramatic look. The next makeup tutorial I do will be a more dramatic one, I promise. I've been dying to do a makeup tutorial for you guys because it's been a long time coming. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial and keep on watching if you want to get this look. So I've already moisturised my skin with this Forever Aloe Moisturising Lotion. This has collagen and elastin in, and it honestly feels like it's tightened up my skin, but in a good way. My face just feels really firm and young. I know I'm young, but like literally feels like I'm like 2. And then I primed my eyelids with this Urban Decay primer potion as usual. So I'm going to start off by using my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. And I'm going to use Espresso by MAC. This is just going to go in the crease. I'm looking over here because my mirror's over here. Keep this colour in the crease. I'm then going to use my MAC 217 brush. Then I'm going to use this colour also by MAC. This is called Corduroy. It's just a dark brown, so anyone can use just any dark brown. I'm going to focus this in the outer V and then go in the crease with it. This brush is, I feel like this brush is perfect for this bit. We want to keep it quite rounded, we're not really going for that catty look. I'm then going to get a flat brush. This is just any flat brush, but it's quite a small one, so it's better to get a small one rather than a bigger one. Get the same corduroy colour and pack that in my inner corners. A little bit on my outer corners as well. We're going to blend that out again. That 217 again by MAC and blend out again. Then I'm going to use just another flat brush and put this colour by MAC. This is called Sweet Heat. This is a extra dimension eyeshadow. First of all, I'm going to spray the brush with my MAC Fix Plus and then go in and focus that in the centre. And then we really just want to neaten the eyeshadow up, so keep going in the crease. The same 217 brush. And I'm going to go back in with the Sigma brush and that Espresso colour. Go back in. Oh, I've actually just thought a bit nice with this. I'm going to use this colour by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is called Sienna, with the Sigma brush and go back in the crease. I feel like that blends out a bit more. I'm going to use a clean 224 by MAC and just blend everything out basically. Just going to put my hair in a bun because it's extremely annoying. Okay, and then I'm going to put lashes on. You can put eyeliner on with this look. I don't feel like I am going to. I'm not going to put eyeliner on for now. I'll see what it looks like without the eyeliner. If I don't like it without eyeliner, then I'll put eyeliner on. I'm going to put some eyelashes on. I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies as per usual. Ideally, I would have liked some longer, fuller lashes than this. I feel like these are a bit too natural for this look, but I have not been stocking up in lashes recently, which is naughty. These are going to have to do. I'm going to put them as close to my lash line as possible because obviously there's no eyeliner. Don't worry about the glue because it will dry clear. I'm going to wait for this to dry. And then before I finish with the eyes, I'm going to move on to the face. This is just always what I do. So I'm going to prime my skin with Benefit's Professional. I'm just going to put it in these areas because these are my areas where I have pores. But I don't really like to put this primer all over my skin because I feel like I've already got quite dry skin. I feel like this primer is really good for oily skin, but for dry skin I don't think it's really good for that, but it definitely is good for pores. Okay, so I'm going to move on to foundation. I'm going to use, I don't know. I'm going to use this Lancome 24 Hour foundation. My colour is 055. That particular shade, they didn't really have, I'm quite yellow toned and this one's a bit reddish, but once I've put concealer on and my bronzer on and everything, it turns out fine. But I don't feel like they have really yellow based ones, and the yellow based one they did have was too light for me. Anyway, I'm using my Real Techniques buffing brush. I really like this foundation. I think it's really, really nice. I don't know if it's picking up on camera, but it definitely is too pinky for my skin. But I'm going to make sure I drag it down my neck. I just love the foundation though. I think it's amazing. I'm going to take my beauty blender and just tap it on the skin just to make sure everything is blended. Okay, so next I'm going to do concealer. First of all, I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown corrector. This is in dark peach. It looks like that. I personally think I have dark circles. I know a lot of you are like, no you don't, but I feel like I do, and I really, really hate them. So I like to use this before concealer because I feel like it really does cancel everything out. It doesn't need to be like really up to the lash line because eyeshadow's going to go there anyway. So I apply that with my finger first. I like to apply it with my finger because it's a creamy product. My finger heats up the product. Then afterwards I blend it out with my beauty blender. Okay, for concealer I'm going to use this Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. And put it... I don't know, I always put way more than what I need to with this concealer. A little does go a long way. And on other areas I feel like I need concealing, I'm going to use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Caramel. I like to put it here because when my foundation or whatever wears off, this is the first place it wears off. I like to put it here because I've got scars from when I popped spots. I like to put it here because I've got a scar from when I burnt myself with a curler. Here because it wears off here also. And that's it. So I'm going to blend this bit first because this concealer's darker. And then I go ahead and blend this out. For how weightless this concealer is, it really does cover a lot. Normally I would just use my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer here as well. But I don't know, I've been digging this one. You can also, where the eyeshadow is, I like to neaten up the line there, just to make it more precise. And then once I've done one eye, I don't move on to the other eye yet. I get my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I get my Real Techniques contour brush and just pat it down. I don't do any baking. I don't really like to do baking. I feel like the baking method dries my under eyes out for some reason. Let me know if any of you have experienced that as well, but I don't really do the whole baking thing. And then I do the same with the other eye, of course. Okay, so once I've done that, I like to bronze up the face. I'm going to use my MAC Mineralized Foundation in NW50. And I'm going to use this blusher brush, which I don't understand why this is a blusher brush, because this to me looks like a foundation brush. But anyway, this is by The Body Shop. I really like using this when I'm using this. So I'm just going to put a little bit. And then I get it on my hand and I sort of just like tap away the excess product. And then I'm going to start with the forehead area. Because the eyes are quite bronzy, I think bronzer is an essential part of this look because the eyes are bronzy. And then I go in and go on my cheekbones. Get my beauty blender and blend it out a little bit. Okay, so once I've done that, I get my MAC bronzer. This is in matte bronze. I'm not sure if they still do this, but this is a great bronzer. It's quite cool toned, it's not really orangey, so I like to use this one. I'm gonna use my Real Techniques cheek brush. And I'm not using this to bronze, I'm sort of using it to set where I put the foundation before. I'm gonna get this flat brush and contour the nose a little bit. So I'm going to go in with my 217 by MAC again, and then that corduroy colour, which was that dark brown, and go underneath my lash line. You want to miss out the middle bit, so you basically want to smoke out the whole underneath, the whole under eye, but miss out the middle part. So I'm going to get that same Sweet Heat eyeshadow by MAC and put it in this middle bit here to match where the top bit was. I'm also going to put it in the inner corners. This really brings the look together. Then going to use some mascara. I'm going to use this MAC False Lashes Extreme Black Mascara. I'm going to get a full one of this. MAC gave me a tester and I love it, so I'm going to get a full one. I'm going to use it on my bottom lashes. Why do we always pull that face on me? Use mascara. I'm also going to put a little bit on the lashes. Don't really like doing that, but I feel like these top eyelashes need to be a bit more dramatic. Okay, so back to the face. I'm going to use the same buffing brush that I use for my foundation, and I'm going to use the MAC Luster Drops. This is in Some Rush. They've discontinued this, which sucks, but I bought a full one off a girl on Depop. I was so happy when I found it. I was like, oh, God loves me. This is just a gold highlighter. I love this. I don't know what I'm going to do when the second bottle runs out. Maybe just cry and stay in bed for a week. So I'm going to put it on my cheekbones and the tip of my nose and blend it out with my buffing brush. As I'm blending it out, I like to drag it on the forehead a little bit. And then, of course, I like to use my Merry Luminizer by The Balm. I've got two of these because my other one, well, first of all, this one's completely shattered. And this one I got from a friend for my birthday. She didn't know I had it, but you know, you can never have too many of the same products. So shout out to you, Charlotte, you know me too well. I'm going to use my fan brush and put it on my cheekbones. The tip of my nose. And I'm going to use a teeny little brush. Put it on my Cupid's bow. I'm going to just add a little bit more here. And on my brow bone. Once I've put that on, I like to spray my face with MAC Fix Plus because I've said this in another video, but I'll say it in this one just in case you haven't seen that other video. Because it's a powder product, if I don't spray it with some sort of water, you don't have to be MAC Fix Plus, it could be some sort of other setter, but when you spray it, it ends up looking more glowy rather than ashy and powdery. So yeah, that's why I like to use that. Okay, and to finish off for the lips, I'm gonna use my MAC lip liner in Whirl. Then I'm going to use Peach Stock by MAC. And then I'm going to use Wildly Lash Lip Gloss, also by MAC. So I know a lot of you are going to ask what I use for my eyebrows. I completely forgot to mention I use a Spiked Eyebrow Pencil by MAC. I also use this Makeup Forever Aqua Brow. This is in the shade 30. So yeah, this is the finished look. I tried to not use too many eyeshadows for this look. I think I used 3 eyeshadows, which I think is... Oh no, I used 4 eyeshadows. If it was my way, I probably would have used about 8. The next look I want to either do a blue look or either a purple look. I'm not too sure yet. So comment down below and tell me if you'd rather a blue look or purple look. I'm probably going to do both of them one day, but just let me know what you want to see first. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!